Welcome to our Sunday morning meditation service. Just get comfortable. I don't care if you want to lay down or you sit. Just you want to let your body just let go. So we're going to do our opening chant. I open to love. Inside, waiting for me. To free me up. To the friend I want to be. I bring love to all. Divine love to all. To spread the word. That we are all one. Compassion for all. Brings kindness and love. Let light flow through me. Light, divine light. Love is the source. Of all life. I open to love. Inside, waiting for me. To free me up. To the friend I want to be. I bring love to all. Divine love to all. To spread the word. That we are all one. Love is the source. Of all life. I bring love to all. Divine love to all. To spread the word. That we are all one. Love is the source. Of all life. Compassion for all. brings kindness and love. Let love flow through me. Light, divine light. Love is the source of all life. Love is the source of all life. Pure love, radiant love. I open to love, inside waiting for me, to free me up, to the friend I want to be. I bring love to all, divine love to all, to spread the word that we are all one. Compassion for all brings kindness and love. Let light flow through me. Divine light. Love is the source of all life. Love is the source of all life. Love is the source of light.
Good morning, everyone. Last Sunday, we considered the revelation that is revealed in this particular scripture. Can we have the first PowerPoint, please? His disciples said to him, "When will the kingdom come?" He said, "It will not come when it is expected. They will not say, 'Look here,' or 'Look there.' Rather, the kingdom of the Father is spread out on the earth, but people do not see it. But rather, the kingdom of the Father is spread out on the earth, but people do not see it." And the revelation that arrives with that insight is that we do not see directly through the eyes. We see through the mind. And if we look into the consideration of that revelation, we understand that our minds have been conditioned over many years to hold limited beliefs, concepts that are distorted by an egocentric idea of self and a false definition of life. The reason why we do not see the kingdom of God, the consciousness of God around us, is because our minds are distorted. And so, on the spiritual journey, it is required for us to take to task our own minds and actually purify them in the process of living. And that's our Karma Yogi calling. We stay in the world, but we carry on our yoga every day to purify our awareness in hopes of seeing the presence of God in every person, in every place, in every condition. And so on Wednesday, I wanted to follow up with this refined awareness. And I shared this quote from the Master Eckhart Tolle. Can we have this next PowerPoint, please? You can read this in his book, Stillness Speaks. Most people spend their entire life imprisoned within the confines of their own thoughts. They never go beyond a narrow, mind-made, personalized sense of self that is conditioned by the past. In you, as in each human being, there is a dimension of consciousness far deeper than thought. It is the very essence of who you are. We may call it presence, awareness, the unconditioned consciousness. In the ancient teachings, it is Christ within, or our Buddha nature. Can we take this back again, please? This is the purest insight, and I don't think it can be related any better than it is related here. Most people spend their entire life imprisoned within the confines of their own thoughts. They never go beyond a narrow, mind-made, personalized sense of self that is conditioned by the past. In you, as in each human being, there is a dimension of consciousness far deeper than thought. It is the very essence of who you are. We may call it presence, awareness, the unconditioned consciousness. In the ancient teachings, it is the Christ within, or Buddha nature. I believe that most of you who are spiritual seekers, I think most of you have stepped beyond the mundane religious elements throughout our Western culture. I think most of you are spiritual seekers. You are unity aspirants. You are opening yourselves to the concepts of the masters, and you are seeking that divine awareness that heals the mind of all of its limitations and frees us to recognize the presence of a grand intelligence and love that we have referred to as God. And I believe that all of you have had this experience beyond the fragmented mind of ego-centered perception. I believe that you've had moments of that, and some of you have had long periods of that. And I'm speaking to that directly this morning because I'm going to share with you my Samadhi morning of Tuesday, July 17th. That was just last week. As most of you know, I live in the mountains, about 15 or 20 minutes above Boulder. And about 5 mornings a week, I have the opportunity to take my dog, Teton, for a hike into the beautiful forest that is just outside my house. And there's a dirt road that leads up past about 3 houses only. There's only 3 houses beyond mine. And then then that road narrows to a path, and you're in the forest. And so on Tuesday morning, as is my custom, I leave the house about 6:30 a.m. and step out, and I get on that road and I walk with Teton. On that section of road that goes past the 3 houses, I keep Teton on an extender leash because I don't want him to get involved with any cars that would be coming down. So I have him on a leash, or sometimes people will come out with a dog. I don't want any interaction. I just want to have our morning hike together. So I want to make sure I've got him in tow. I keep him on the leash until we get to the forest beyond the houses. Now, on this particular morning, something was different. At 6:30 a.m., I saw already on that road that goes through above the houses, I saw 3 people, 2 guys and a woman, and they had a dog, a medium-sized dog. And they were heading for the forest path that I take with Teton. And so I let them go till they were out of sight. My plan then was to take Teton up into the mountains, higher, so that I could travel across the mountains. There wouldn't be any path there, but I could travel across the mountains and I could look down, and about maybe 30 yards below there would be the path. So I would see them on occasion. You can't see them at all, there's too many trees. But every now and then there's a clearing, And I would be able to maybe notice them when they had turned back and were headed back. And at that point, Teton and I could go back down to the road and continue our ritual hike. So we started immediately, as soon as we got past the houses, up into the mountains. And, through the thick brush and the trees. And the moment we started, the fragrance of wildflowers was so powerful. It was like you could, when you're out on this run, as I was with Teton in the mornings, you can, if you seek, you can smell the pine and the wildflowers. But on that morning, it was like I was standing next to trees of lilacs. It was so beautiful. And I felt an expansion within me from the moment we started up into those mountains and going across. And I realized I was in the presence of God. Now, you should know that prior to that morning, stepping out to do our hike, I had meditated on this particular passage from A Course in Miracles workbook for about 30 or 40 minutes. Can we have this next PowerPoint, please? You can read this in the workbook on page 349. I feel the love of God within me now. To feel the love of God within you is to see the world anew, shining in innocence, alive with hope, and blessed with perfect charity and love. Who could feel fear in such a world as this? It welcomes you, rejoices that you came, and sings your praises as it keeps you safe from every form of danger and of pain. It offers you a warm and gentle home in which to stay a while. It blesses you throughout the day and watches through the night as silent guardian of your holy sleep. It sees salvation in you and protects the light in you, in which it sees its own. It offers you its flowers and its snow in thankfulness for your benevolence. This is the world the love of God reveals. It is so different from the world you see through darkened eyes of malice and of fear that one belies the other. Only one can be perceived at all. The other one is wholly meaningless. A world in which forgiveness shines on everything and peace offers its gentle light to everyone is inconceivable to those who see a world of hatred rising from attack. I'll try to share this quote again. I hope I have the time later with you. I had meditated upon that quote. I can say that upon stepping up into the mountains with Teton on that morning, and the fragrance of wildflowers was so effulgent around us, I was beginning already to enter that state that is referred to in Eastern religion as samadhi. It is that state that Eckhart Tolle is referring to, the non-conditioned awareness. I was beginning already, just from that moment, to enter that state. And as I traveled, everything around me became so beautiful. It was so obviously God. Where does such beauty come from? In these beautiful pine trees with birds flying through, and down below them there's these many different kinds of wildflowers. And it is so magnificent. And in that morning, I was part of it all. There was no me observing. I was one with God and Teton also. And let me say this to you. It was one with Teton as well. What I'm about to tell you is so phenomenal. It may not seem phenomenal to you, but I will tell you, I know Teton. Teton, from the moment we start that hike every morning, his nose is down, he's sniffing everything, he's looking, he's hunting, he's looking for anything he can chase. And when I have him out there, once I enter the woods, he's no longer on a leash. I take him off the leash. So he is preceding me through this incredible vista on that God morning. And as we walked about maybe a little less than 150 yards in to the mountain, we went up and we're going across. Teton, in front of me, walked right past a baby fawn, a fawn about the size 2 feet, laying flat against the ground, on top of its paws, its beautiful eyes staring up, doing what its mother probably told it to do. If you hear anything in the woods and I'm not there, just get down low and stay still. It was the most amazing, beautiful moment. I so wanted to just bend down and pet that beautiful creature. And the fact that Teton had walked 2 feet from it, past it, could only be in the consciousness of God. And he kept going, and as much as I wanted to stop and possibly pet that fawn, I knew I shouldn't interfere with the fawn and its life, put my vibration on it. So I just continued in this samadhi state, taking in the majesty of birds just fluttering through the trees. These pine trees everywhere. If you look out beyond them, there's a mountain full of beautiful pine trees. And Teton is in front of me doing his thing. And we got to a certain place, maybe about, 20 yards beyond the fawn. And I sat on a rock just to take it all in. And I turned to my left, and the fawn was walking very slowly toward me, about 20 yards away. It was holy. It was the kingdom of heaven, and just the way you would expect it to be, where there is no fear, there is no trepidation, there is only love. And so I still did not want to interfere with the fawn. And Teton he's only now 20 feet out to the other end of it. He's out there sniffing, carrying on. And so I was guided to just get up and not hang out there and continue to move with Teton. So we continued to move through the mountains, and every now and then when we get to a place where I had some advantage, I'd look down on the dirt path that we usually take, that, as I said, is 30 yards below, to see if I could see these three people and their dog on their way back. But as I looked down, at one point there were 3 deer, grown deer, right on the path, a buck and 2 doe. And they seemed to be unaffected by, I mean, they kind of looked up, they heard us up there, and I just felt it was all part of God's kingdom. And there they were, unafraid. And I kept walking a little ways, but then I thought, why should I be concerned about these 3 people? Wherever they may be, they will only join me in heaven right now. So I started down the mountain toward the path that Teton and I usually take. And now you should know, but when I'm on that path on our regular run, I'm walking that path. Teton is almost always cavorting and leaping and sniffing and hunting in the mountain above. So we're starting down, and I wanted to keep him beside me as we're going down because those 3 deer didn't move. They stayed right there on the path, considering us, looking at us as we came down. And I came down to the right of them, about maybe 10 or 15 yards, saying to Teton, stay, stay, stay. And when he usually interacts with deer, he barks and wants to chase them, to break them, get them going. He did not do anything like that. I am telling you, I am swearing to you, I was in heaven on Tuesday morning with God. And so Teton stayed beside me. The deer remained on the path looking at us. They were only 10 yards away. And so we started on the dirt path going along. And I remained on the path. Teton again started to cavort, go up into the mountains, sniffing and hunting. And at some point, something he saw. Sometimes he will even chase a bird until he realizes that he's not going to catch that bird or fly. And so far, he has never caught a rabbit, and he's never caught a fox, but he sure tries if he sees one. And so we're about, I would say maybe between a quarter, half a mile into heaven. And I thought to myself, how would I ever explain this? And I at that point, now I never take a cell phone with me when we do our morning hike, because it's just, I love the reality of it and the beauty of it. It's too bad that I did not have a cell phone with me. But I decided on the following morning to go up into the woods again with Teton and to take my cell phone with me and at least video some of the trek. I didn't expect what was going to happen up there, so I did. And so I'm going to share some of that video with you. Don't expect to see, unless you can feel your way into it, you're just going to see a most beautiful, you're going to see part of a beautiful life that I live. My life is beautiful. And so, can we have that video, please? That's Teton. I start, I'll give him a cracker, and then I'll walk backwards for about 30 or 40 yards, and then I'll wave my arm for him to come. I train him to stay when I say sit and stay. At some point I'll wave my arm and he'll come racing down. You'll see the camera jerk a little when I wave my arm. I'm walking backwards now. I don't know what that sound is. I just waved my arm. Teton is going to be coming right by me. I have no idea. That sound was not on this film when I asked Mike to copy it. All right. Here's where we head up into the wooded mountains. Come on. Somewhere around this area, that fawn was nestled down on Tuesday morning, close to the ground. Teton. Okay, I'm not going to show you the whole video. I took the whole video on that trip to show you the entire length of the territory, and then you'll get to a place where you'll be able to see the mountains just covered with beautiful pine trees everywhere. So we can conclude it there, Mike. I just want to let you know that was not the first samadhi experience I had. I've had that experience possibly 10 or 15 times in the last 10 years. I mean, where it was so blatantly God that there was no denial. And so I wanted to just share with you that Course in Miracles quote. If you can go back to number 3, PowerPoint, please. Again, this is on 349 in the workbook. This is what it is. This is what that non-conditioned state of mind that Tolle refers to. This is samadhi consciousness. Samadhi is often defined as a time of sacred love where you experience yourself as one with God. And this is possibly one of the better descriptions of that experience. I feel the love of God within me now. To feel the love of God within you is to see the world anew, shining in innocence, alive with hope, and blessed with perfect charity and love. Who could feel fear in such a world as this? It welcomes you, rejoices that you came, and sings your praises as it keeps you safe from every form of danger and of pain. It offers you a warm and gentle home in which to stay a while. It blesses you throughout the day and watches through the night as silent guardian of your holy sleep. It sees salvation in you and protects the light in you, which it sees its own. It offers you its flowers and its snow in thankfulness for your benevolence. This is the world the love of God reveals. It is so different from the world you see through darkened eyes of malice and of fear that one belies the other. Only one can be perceived at all. The other one is wholly meaningless. A world in which forgiveness shines on everything and peace offers its gentle light to everyone is inconceivable to those who see a world of hatred rising from attack. There is no other religion. There is nothing to be sought, nothing to be experienced except God. That is what we human beings are in the process of doing. Slowly weaning the mind from its worldly conditioning with the limited ego-centered, distorted illusions about our lives, our separateness, our fears, our concerns, our need to be defensive. All of that slowly diminishes as we practice the presence of God. So we'll take a few moments to meditate now. You can begin by taking a couple of deep breaths. As you release your breath, release any particular cares or concerns you may have brought with you. We are in the process of studying healing love. And that's what we do. And that's what we become. So take a couple of deep breaths and release your breath. Release any cares or concerns you may have brought with you. Let them go for now. Just become present, allowing this moment to be just what it is. Quiet, peaceful, sitting, just breathing for a few moments, accepting the fact that life is God, and in its essential truth, it is love. And this is our goal as we practice our spiritual lives. So while you're breathing and practicing, you can use this particular ideal as a mantra. Just bring this gently to mind and let your mind gently embrace it. God is love. God is omnipresent. Thus, love is available to me in every one I see. I share the love of God within me now. God is love. God is omnipresent. Thus, love is available to me in every one I see. I share the love of God within me now. God is love. God is omnipresent. Thus, love is available to me in every one I see. I share the love of God within me now. as we go forth from this meditation to those places we occupy in time and space. Let us go forth with a greater openness to see what we have not seen before. The presence of God in every person, in every place, in every condition. For this opportunity, in every moment, we give thanks. To this we say, Amen. We will take an offering for unity now. And I'd like to invite all of you that are watching this live stream on our website or just watching it on a screen somewhere, take a moment to consider donating to Unity of Boulder and supporting it. If you're tuning in, you're seeking the divine ideals that make life truly worth living. And you couldn't do yourself a better favor than to financially support it in whatever way you can afford. And to those of you here, I also want to take the time to thank those people that are recurring tithers. These are the people that have given us their credit card with a certain amount to be taken out each month. And many of them aren't very wealthy people. They're giving $20 a month or $40 a month. But if you feel inclined, you could help us out quite a bit by deciding to become a recurring tither. And to all of you, we can take into our hands those gifts we'd like to make to Unity of Boulder now. And let's bless them with this offering prayer. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, because I give. And so it is.
I've come to earth to learn to be free. Freedom's a state of mind. My mind chooses to be free. I've come to earth to learn to be free. Freedom's a state of mind. My mind chooses to be free. My mind chooses to be free.
Join me now, please. We dedicate this tithe to the will and the work of the Spirit of Truth, the Spirit available to each of us, the Spirit that joins all of us. We dedicate this tithe to the victory of the Spirit of Truth. Amen. I think last week you got some misinformation. Cintisha will be officiating at the second service at 11 o'clock today. And we will have our discussion as usual. If you're interested or if you're new and you haven't heard of this before, we always have a discussion after the 9 a.m. service. That discussion takes place in the bookstore, which through these doors to your left, there's an annex to the bookstore that has some chairs circled up. You can join us and you can bring up any question you may have about today's talk or about unity having anything to do with it, or about your life, or about anything to do with life in general. It's all wide open, and so if you wish, you can join us right after the service is over. For those of you that like to stay and just have some casual time, you can go into Fellowship Hall We have tea and refreshments over there. So to everyone, have a Samadhi day.